Hi, I'm Evan Maher. The Synchrodice system allows you to use dice, featuring mostly astrological symbols, to divine a message that says something about the reality that you're experiencing. Synchrodice was inspired by astrological symbolism and techniques, but has nothing to do with when you're born and actually bears no responsibility to traditional astrological practices. It's simply a tool derived from some basic elements which provide a wonderful array of possible meanings. The synchronized dice set contains 7 dice, a board, and a booklet so you can create messages for yourself easily without training of any kind. The app allows you to use the same system on your device at any time you wish. Now, there are 3 types of readings that you can do using Synchrodice. You can start by just throwing the 4 dice, white, green, black, and yellow, to create a theme which you can apply to your life circumstances in general, or you can follow the theme with another 5 or 6 throws to create a more comprehensive and involved reading, in which case you do one of the 2 following kinds of throws. The second type of throw is one in which you throw all 7 of the dice, where the context for the message is determined by the purple die, and where the rest of the dice give the message which relates to that context. The third type is where you ask a specific question, but you keep that question or subject in mind, put the purple one to one side, and then you get a message from the remaining 6 dice which relates directly to that question that you have in mind. So let's take a look at what each of the dice represents. Now, purple is the die which is involved in setting a context. When you throw all 7 dice, the purple is then placed on its spot, and you simply read off what it says on the board next to the symbol the purple has landed on. In the example here, we see that the number 8 draws attention to what new opportunities or changes there are at work. So the dice that follow will be applied to issues to do with work. Looking at the app, if you choose 7 of 7, the interpretation will appear on your device, and in the example here, it is 9 changes in your love life. It is worth noting that it is the comparison of planets by aspect which forms the heart of each and every message using the Synchrodice system. Because the white one comes first, it forms the basis of the advice being divined. What's indicated by the combination of green and black relates back to what the white one is indicating. As we've already seen, white appears on all 3 types of throws: the theme, the full reading, and the question. And as you can see in the examples here, it appears on the app in the same way. In theory, the green die represents the 6 aspects or angles between planets, formed when drawing up a person's astrology chart. In this case, we refine this to 3 basic ways that the meaning of what the black stands for is changed by what appears on the green. The 1, 3, and 6 showing on a green die in a throw indicates that there is a direct link between the symbol that appears on the white die and what appears on the black, so that they are basically working together. This doesn't always mean that there's a positive message. The 2 and the 4 appearing on the green die indicates that the meaning of what the black symbol represents is working against the white one or will not lead to the outcome expected, and a different approach may be necessary. So finally, the 5 appearing on the green die suggests that whatever is represented by the black one will still happen, but it may take time, and the opposite of what is meant will be evident in the meantime. So when you throw the dice, first locate where the green number is on the board, and then read off the interpretation next to the black symbol that appears next to it. In the app, this is all done for you. All you will need to do is to choose which type of throw you wish to see and read what comes up on your device. You'll notice that the combinations of green and black dice appear as a single interpretation. Okay, looking at the blue die, this features the signs of the zodiac, stylized for the purposes of the Synchrodice system. This die is included in both of the fuller types of throws, and it's simply placed in its correct position on the board, and when you read off the interpretation, it adds meaning to the basic message, which comes from the combination of white, green and black dice. The red die is based on what the house systems represent in astrology, but like the blue one, I've simplified and stylized the meaning for the purposes of this system. So the blue and the red dice just support the overall message, which reads like a sentence. The yellow die is an idea I came up with, which relates loosely to the interpretation of the Native American medicine wheel, but which I've turned into a creative cycle of 8 directions of the compass. Its purpose is to provide an idea of at which point you are in regards to the unfolding of a particular process being divined, where you are in the project you have in mind, or just some additional information to be taken into account. Synchrodice allows the user to divine messages which may help to clarify a situation, caution or suggest an approach to a situation which may be helpful and lead to its success, or to bring up the unexpected. Remember, everything happens for a reason. The dice fall the way they do for a reason and provide a message for you to consider. The more Synchrodice amazes you by bringing relevant messages, the more you can trust that your life is on track in your reality, the reality you're actively involved in creating. We hope you enjoy the app and the dice set, and please try it out on your friends.